has a higher smoking point. Yeah, I'm sorry about this oven. Jeez. Whew. Look at this oven. I mean, the stove. It is dirty. Anybody have any suggestions on how to clean the oven? Please tell me. Or the stove. I know people use aluminum foil. They put it around the flame. What do you call this? What do you call this? The gas thingamajig. And they put it right there, and then they put the aluminum foil so then when it's dirty, they clean it up. Now, this is what I'm talking about today. This is the first egg. The first egg. And you know what? This egg is smooth and amazing. I can't believe that this egg, fresh, homegrown, backyard chickens produce beautiful eggs. Okay, I'm just going to let you know right now. This is a revelation. The revelation of having backyard chickens, because I usually get Costco eggs. I'm going to show you the difference. Let me get a Costco egg. Let me get that Costco egg. They're bigger. Well, this egg is, okay, here's the difference. Costco egg and the first egg, so they're going to get bigger. The first egg I read is usually smaller, and this is a Costco egg. So this is the homegrown backyard chicken. This is the first egg of the season that we got from the chicks that we got in March. So they laid their first egg. It's beautiful. Look at this. The shell is smooth. It's hard. It's beautiful. That's amazing. This is a Costco egg that we usually get from Costco. Now it's lighter because they use commercial feed. They use commercial feed, so it's lighter and thinner, and the yolk is going to be different. But this, if I could, as far as I could, this is beautiful. I mean, I was shocked to find how beautiful this was. Look at that. This is a fresh backyard egg. This is the first one out of hopefully many, because you need happy chickens. What's up, Code? Yes, it is. Cooking it up. Well, this is the first time I ever actually cracked open a DIY backyard chicken egg. I was shocked to find it. Yeah, they poop it out. No, I don't poop it out. Look at that, man. And this is a Costco egg. This pan, I don't know, hopefully it'll allow it. I'm going to crack this egg. And then I'm going to crack, this is the first time cracking a backyard egg. So I'm going to crack it. Oh, I'm scared. All right. Oh, it's thick. Whoa. Okay. Look at that. Whoa. Look at that. So that's the inside. That's real. That's a real egg. I was surprised. I never raised chickens before. This is the first time. So I'm cooking that. All right. Here's the Costco egg. Okay. Now this is the egg that I've been eating because, you know, it's super cheap. I mean, it's nice, but hey, I heard that homegrown backyard chicken eggs are better because I've been feeding them mealworms, feeding them corn, feeding them the high protein diet. They're happy. You know, they've been walking around. Now, here's the Costco egg. Now let's see if it's lighter in color. Maybe the same thing. I don't know. Yeah, well, it was bigger. Oops. So there's a slight difference. The difference should be in the taste, though. The difference should be in the taste. So we got this is the backyard and this is the Costco. The Costco egg's not bad. I won't lie, but I'm worried about the quality of eggs. You know, and plus one thing about raising chickens, they all have personalities. They're funny. You know, they're comical in some sense. Let me let you watch that. I'm gonna get some. I gotta wash my hands. But that was a pretty cool crack right there. Hopefully it's thick. It doesn't stick. That's one thing about the steel pans. Yeah, they stick. But I heated it right. So I'm gonna put some salt. Put some salt right here. Hey, what's up? Howdy. Howdy. I'm a cowboy. I'm not. I'm not a cowboy. I'm from the hood. So, howdy, howdy, partner. How are you doing? What's this? Let me see. Yup. Is that accurate? Abha Jazwal? This is shit of birds? Hey, keep it friendly. This is a friendly food, dude. No cursing, please. You could say poop. How about that? But I don't think that's the biological term for the eggs. I don't know what school you went to, but I never thought of eggs as their poop. Yeah, it's a menstrual cycle. It's the egg, right? You're smart. You know the truth. You're smart. You know it. So actually, this is the backyard egg, and this is the commercial Costco egg. So I'm gonna add some salt, pepper, like a little pepper. Yeah. So I want to see how it tastes. Actually, if it tastes different, better, or whatever. Different, better, or whatever. Different, better, or whatever. Yep. Hey, that rhymes. Different, better, or whatever. That's cool. So this Costco egg, and I'm not cooking it in high heat because it usually sticks. Yeah, that's what I heard. That it tastes better than the commercial stuff that we get. So we'll see. Yeah, I know. You know what? That's a good idea. Add some cheese. See? I jacked up the temperature a little bit, and now it's frying it. So I'm worried about the heat getting too hot. I'm gonna add some cheese. The only thing I have is string cheese. Well, I have cheddar cheese. Let me actually cut some cheese. Because I haven't had breakfast. I don't know where you guys are at, but it is 10 o'clock where I'm at. All right. I'm just gonna add some cheese. I have little cheese. See? Check this out. There's like a preacher. So it's good to hear the word, I guess. Let me add just a little bit of cheese. I know shredded cheese would be better, but you know, whatever. Let's add like this. Look at that. Look at this. Let's add some cheese. Let it melt. I'll put this. I'll eat it later. Cheese is good. Anybody like cheese? Cheddar cheese? This color is not natural. Actually, cheddar cheese is usually white, beige kind of. So they add coloring. Sometimes they use turmeric. Sometimes they use just coloring, different types of coloring. Annatto seeds, I think. Yeah, so this is not the real color for cheddar cheese. It's colored, you know. So usually cheddar cheese is white. I don't know if anybody knows that. So there we go. If you subscribe to the channel, you get to know little tidbits of info and facts that I know. Let me eat this. Ooh, yummy. Yum, 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 yum. Mm. I love cheese. They've been eating people been eating cheese since the ancient times. You know, rennet from a goat's intestines lining. This is like cheese is one of the most umami things that you could eat. Now, umami is that Japanese word for that, I guess, savory scent. But guess what? You see this? This is MSG. Guess what? They both have the same thing. Cheddar cheese has MSG. Monosodium glutamate have the same thing. That's it. Full of protein. Good. Full of protein, calcium. The only problem is the fat content and what type of cheese. Who makes the cheese? Is it home cheese? Is it a cheese maker? I forgot the name of a cheese maker. I guess there's a name. But do they make it is it a cheese maker? What kind of milk? Where's the milk coming from? People are making cheese out of almond milk, which is amazing. You can make cheese, mozzarella cheese is easy. You just put some milk, whole milk, you get some vinegar, and no, well, you don't need rennet. You don't really need rennet. You need something to coagulate the protein. So you have, once you make the mozzarella, you have whey. All right, look at that. I'm still cooking these eggs. I know it's slow, but you know the reason why I'm doing that is because I don't want the egg to be burnt. I do not want to burn these eggs, and that's one mistake of a lot of young chefs, or young or old, doesn't matter. See, now this is not sticking. See, that's why I do that. Look at that. It's not sticking. And you could baste it. So have the cheese. Hopefully it's not going to burn, but I don't know how you like it. Do you like it with the yolk, sunny side up? In the United States, they call it sunny side up when the yolk is still intact. And you could pierce the yolk and you could get a little bit of bread, and then you could eat the yolk. Now, one of the reasons why it's so non-stick is because partly I keep the temperature around 103, 102, 105. And I maintain that temperature, plus I use oil and butter. Not too much butter, though, because it could raise your cholesterol. You got to be careful with that. But I do use avocado oil. Well, it's almost ready. If you like, it matters how you like it. If you like it with the yolk still intact, then it's ready. If you like the yolk cooked, then it's not almost ready. So, and another way to cook it is this way. You know, you could actually make the yolk look opaque. See, it's already doing it. That's how fast it works. Heat is very powerful. I mean, it's going to heat the pan really quickly. So you could even do a basting, I guess. Look, of the butter and oil. Yeah, it's pretty much almost ready. Yeah, if you have very little oil and you want it to be nonstick, yes, cover it. Cover it immediately. Cover it so the moisture could get underneath the egg. And that's the problem. Why this sticks is because I think there's little parts, little imperfections, and when it's too hot, the protein gets stuck into the metal. That's why it sticks. It gets kind of trapped in there. See, and that's on a micro level. On a macro level, having an all-around heat temperature around 105 Fahrenheit. I'm talking about Fahrenheit because I'm in the States. But And you could translate that in Celsius. I don't know what that is in Celsius off the top of my head. But as you can see, most of the cheese is oil. So you got to be careful with that. You don't know what cheese you get this from. Okay, so I'm just going, I think this is good. So I'm going to get a piece of bread. And actually, let's see the yolk. I'm going to pierce it. And I'm going to get a piece of bread. Hold on, let me get a piece of bread. Just so I can show you. Get a piece of bagel. I don't know what you guys eat, how you guys eat your eggs. I love eating with some type of carb. Although, you know, carbs have been yeah, it was too much oil today, all right? I usually don't put too much oil, but you know what? It just happened, okay? Yeah, you could use a teaspoon of oil. Good catch on that, Miss Vanessa. A teaspoon of oil or a tablespoon of oil is enough. This, yeah, bit too much oil. I agree with you. You know, I just want to look at the yolk. So this is the backyard egg. I didn't see much difference in the yolk color. I think with the yolk color, you could make the eggs look a little the yolk darker if you give the chickens paprika or darker red color tones types of food. And this is the Costco egg. It's bigger. Oh, see, I think it's a little overcooked, I think. See, because I don't I like a little bit of yolk, so you know that I can spread on my bagel. But let's see. Let me try. I'm gonna just taste the backyard egg. And you're right about the oil. I can't have too much oil because health concerns. But I'm just gonna try to get the oil on there. Look at this. Let me taste it. Mmm. Mmm. Tastes like an egg, but it tastes really good. Mmm. Yeah. Let me try it again. Let me get the taste. Okay, I got this. This is the backyard chicken egg yolk. Creamier, creamy, good, solid. Tastes like a regular egg. Let me taste the Costco. Similar, but I could tell that this yolk has more flavor. So the backyard eggs have more flavor, slightly more flavor, but it makes a difference. Let me try the Costco and get this, soak this butter and avocado. Now, also, Miss Vanessa, what type of oil are you using? Are you using avocado oil, which has a high smoking point? It's better than using olive oil. So you could use a tablespoon of olive oil, but the heat, it has a lower smoking point. So the heat is actually going to make the oil not good for you. It's going to create chemicals that are not healthy. So here we go. Less flavor from the Costco egg. There's less flavor. The backyard chickens definitely is a winner, though you get more egg for the Costco egg. But like I said, these backyard chicken eggs that I got, this is the first egg that was laid. Hi, Fines support. Yeah, let's support each other. Subscribe for the subscribe. Let's support each other. Build a community. Okay, so yeah, what I do when there's too much oil, guess what? I soak up the oil with the bagel. I give it to somebody else, and that's how I do it. So, verification. Costco eggs are great. Backyard chickens are amazing because they come from your backyard. You know where it comes from. You know the source. I don't know. I think you're gonna get more variation. You're going to have more flavor for backyard taste. But there was very slight differences. Now, if you have good Costco eggs, they're good, but you know where it comes from. They stack the birds, the chickens in these horrible conditions, and it's just a factory of eggs. So you know where this egg comes from. I prefer the backyard eggs, but having a bunch of eggs so so you could get through the day and to cook and stuff. Yeah, Costco eggs is good. So both is good, but if the production of eggs is higher, I think I would go with the backyard eggs. Hands down, backyard eggs instead of the Costco eggs. What do you think? Like and subscribe. I'm the friendly food dude. I'm trying to make it friendly for everyone. You know, because food should be friendly. One thing about food, it could either hurt you or it could help you. And a lot of YouTube channels, you know, they're consuming food like monsters. I mean, you can't consume food like that, you know? Okay. So, tell me what you think. Leave a comment below. Yeah. Or on the chat. But one thing, eggs are great, and the concern for oil is is understandable. I do want to know where my eggs come from. I don't know where Costco eggs come from. I know I've seen pictures. At least I know that the backyard eggs, where they come from, and I know these chickens are really cool chickens. They're nice chickens and they're healthy. The Costco eggs, I don't know. They look okay. They look pretty good. They're large, but you know what? They're raised to produce those type of eggs. And they use, I don't know what they feed them, you know. At least I know that I'm feeding the chickens good, healthy stuff. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. Like and subscribe, and have a great day. I'll see you next time.